Welcome to ECW Monday Night Mayhem. We are kicking off tonight with singles action right now. Kobayashi, Yamamoto Kobayashi versus Aleister Black here tonight. The #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, by the way, on Monday Night Raw. Aleister Black in action against Kobayashi right now. And the young star right here, Kobayashi, says, look, I really want a chance. I really want to show what I can do. And look at that. When he moves like that, I guess if you can connect with it, will show why you deserve to be in the spot you believe you think you should be. A great young talent who's exclusive to just ECW against a talent who's on Monday Night Raw here in ECW, a man who's going to have a World Championship matchup at Clash in Italy. So definitely a big win here for Kobayashi if he can beat Aleister Black. And Aleister Black has said good things about Yamamoto. He has said, hey, I've seen this kid wrestle, not just here in ECW. I saw him in the Indies. I've seen what he can do. And he's a great kid. He's the reason why he's here. The reason why Yamamoto's here is because of me. I gave the call in, and I told the ECW brass, go sign that man and watch his growth happen. Watch him step into it. And here it is, a matchup between both these guys, great strikers and similar styles in that ring. But there's the counter there. And now Yamamoto switching it up here. And now dropping that one. Step back up. No, counter right there. No, steps now. And there's a counter. Yep, counter there by Black. And now Black with a spinning elbow. Spinning elbow. We saw Black earlier on Monday Night Raw. And here he is tonight on Monday Night Mayhem, having himself quite the match. And I'm going to let you guys know this week we will have a special edition of Monday Night Mayhem in this week. Since it is Judgment Day weekend for SmackDown. SmackDown said, hey, you know what? Give us something. Let's see something. Show us something within the week. Maybe before SmackDown. Or maybe after. You'll have to wait and see. It'll pop up. I promise you. But again, big knee right there. But tonight on this show, you'll see Baron Corbin pinfall by Black. As Black trying to win already with just those knees right now. Trying to get the win with the knees. Kick out by Yamamoto. But like I said, tonight on this show, you're going to see Baron Corbin, Matt Cardona, the #1 contender for the ECW Championship. Whenever he wants to use that contendership, he can use it. Matt Cardona and Tony D'Angelo in a triple threat matchup here tonight on Mayhem. And in the main, we'll get Danhausen against Brooks Jensen. When we get to it, we'll explain what happened there. And in our main event spotlight tonight, we'll get Bronson Reed, Otis, JC Mateo, and Johnny Gargano. And that's what it's sometimes about ECW. It's not about the championship there. It's not about anything. It's just about showing that you're better. And that is what that matchup is all about. And Yamamoto doing a little bit of hot dogging. Right there. You out here bragging a little bit too much, talking too much right there. Shouldn't probably be doing that. But Black is getting all the weapons. And there it is. Look at the kicks now. Look at the kicks and the punches now. He's telling Black what he can do when it comes to kicks and punches. And the height of that drop kick, man. A beautiful kick. And this is ECW. Weapons are allowed. Throwing trash cans at people is allowed. It's encouraged here to throw trash cans at people. Yamamoto now going high risk from all the way down. That is a dumb move, but what the hell? That was a moonsault, but the way his body contorted. And now Aleister Black says, let me show you how to do these things, kid. Black now. Aleister dropping a meteor from the top. Double knees to the face of the young boy. And now Black picking up a table. Yeah, just drop a table. But Yamamoto's like, let me get out the way and let me give you a spinning roundhouse kick. He got him with that kick right there. And it's a good kick right there. And he's trying to get the better of Black. But Black goes into his full Zen mode, trying to recuperate and figure out where it's at. And Yamamoto's like, really? He really did that to me? And I guess it worked because Black started taking over. But now look, there it is. There it is. A switch by Kobayashi as he's now in trouble here and taking out the legs right there. Aleister Black trying to slow this match up. Knows that the young kid wants to go at 100 miles per hour. But he's telling him, no, I can't let you go at 100 miles per hour. I got to slow you down. I got to slow you down, kid. It's like, if I slow you down, this is not going to be anything for you. And now Black with the tacks here. We've seen, look at, there's already tacks in the ring. Why would we bring in more tacks? Why are we bringing in more? Why are we bringing in more attacks? Yamamoto, though, says, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Look at him dropping him on the back of his head. On knee to the back of the head. And Yamamoto with the rising knee sun. Got him. Kobayashi. Yamamoto with the win. Big win, especially against a guy who is the #1 contender for the world title on Monday Night Raw. Huge win. Aleister Black probably not fully focused. I mean, this is the guy you brought into it. I would have thought you would be full focused here, but I guess maybe now you're being affected from being on 2 different shows and now the big spotlight. Again, it's a common thing that can happen to anybody. But a huge win for the young kid who's been wanting to show the ECW brass, put me in more matches, put me at the top, give me a title shot, and I will show you what I can do, entertain the world, and go on full violence mode, baby. So here we'll continue in ECW, waiting for Baron Corbin to make his move. Corbin in action against Matt Cardona and Tony D'Angelo. Matt Cardona has a chance to compete for the ECW championship whenever he wants. He won that opportunity at WrestlePalooza. Anytime he wants that title, just ask for it. Say you want a title match, and it will be done and it will be accomplished. But Baron Corbin saying, you're really, like, Matt Cardona really got a chance at that title before me. Like, really, Matt Cardona, of all people, got a chance before me. Like, come on. Do you guys not know who I am? Come on. And Tony D'Angelo just saying, hey, look, I signed a deal here with ECW. I'm still part of NXT, but this is a tryout for me because I think my time in NXT is coming to an end soon. I have no family left. I have nothing left for me there. So why not start anew in a company that fits my motto? And I want to see what ECW brings. And tonight getting a trial basis run, I guess, as Tommy Dreamer saying, hey, I'm excited. I'm excited to bring this man to the fold and see if he can be that guy for us. As now Dreamer's, I guess, top prospect right now that we're seeing, Tony D'Angelo moving Baron Corbin to the side. We've seen Baron Corbin on NXT, but he's signed to an ECW contract. He's also a member of another roster that we can't talk about right now, but in a couple weeks you will see that we can talk about it. But we won't say that right now. We won't talk about it much. We saw a little bit of the Forbidden Door being open this past Sunday. Sorry, not this past Sunday. This past Saturday on ECW television. We saw a Forbidden Door open as we saw the Death Riders coming in to ECW. So how can I not talk about other Forbidden Doors that we might open or other shows that we might capture here soon on WWE Universe Mode? It's going to be an interesting time to be in the Universe Mode fold. And now tossing him all the way over there. Yeah, just toss him over there. Why the hell not? Just let him go crashing over there. Yeah, let his head smack over there. Why not? What's the worst? What are you gonna lose out of it? And now Corbin dropping him on his head. Drop him on his head a couple times. It's okay. I got dropped on my head a couple times as a child, and I came out just fine. I could speak English, I think, in a way. Sometimes, maybe not. And Baron Corbin telling everybody, watch me. Look at me. While the fights are going on outside with Matt Cardona and Tony D'Angelo, right? The fight's going on outside, Baron. It's not going on in there. What are we doing there? Come on, Baron. Step up, man. Step up in there. Some people he's known as Bishop Dyer, but here tonight he's known as Baron Corbin. And Baron is picking up Cardona. And I know that this is a feud that Cardona said, oh, I thought I could step into it. But Matt, when I talked to him, I told him, why not use it already? Why not use the ECW championship matchup? He's like, I'm not ready. He's like, I thought I was ready when I won the matchup. I thought I was there, but I'm not ready yet. I think when I do it, I want to do it at the biggest place that I can be. I was the king of the death match. I was that guy. I was the indie god. Step back here into WWE, and I feel like I'm not there yet. But I'm going to keep competing and keep fighting every week until I'm ready. And when I'm ready, I'm calling out the champion. I don't care who it is. Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar. I don't care who the hell the champion is. I'm going after that title, and I'm going to take that title, and I'm going to become the Death God King again, the Death Match King, whatever it is. I'm going to become the best in ECW and make it enter my fold. That's an interesting time. We'll see if we get to that era of Matt Cardona or not. And look at the shot. Look at the punches here. Punches being provided. And now picking him up, throwing him over your head. Oh, no. Tony D'Angelo using his weight and putting all that weight and dropping Barry and Corbin down. Tony D'Angelo, former NXT champion. Biggest accomplishment of his career. And now he's here on a trial basis on ECW to see if this is his next home. And this is where he wants to sign his next exclusive contract to. And D'Angelo going after. He wants the big fight. Over the head suplex on Baron Corbin. Matt Cardona, Rough Rider. Matt Cardona, what are you thinking, man? What are you thinking about? Corbin dropping punches. Corbin dropping hits. Baron Corbin throwing him back into the ring. And Baron's like, let me step into it, my guy. Let me get into here. And a running knee by Tony D'Angelo, which knocks out. Oh, no, it didn't get all of it. The man who's not finished yet. But there's a black hole slam right there by Corbin. Oh, but a save right there. Thought we were going to see the end of days come in. Some people call that deep six too, but I'm hoping for the end of days. I'm hoping to see that. One of the craziest moves of it. One of the crazy finisher moves of our time right now. But Matt Cardona knocking down Corbin. And now turn it around and look at Tony D'Angelo. What a spine buster onto the tax. And D'Angelo telling the king of the death match. Kick out of that. Oh, D'Angelo with the win. Spine buster onto the tax. Wow. For a guy being courted to ECW. Receiving hate right now by the ECW crowd. Matt Cardona might not be ready yet for the big spotlight. Yeah, if he can't handle a move like that from NXT talent Tony D'Angelo. Wow. A matchup here for Danhausen with Brooks Jensen, because Brooks Jensen didn't know who Danhausen was. How do you not know who Danhausen is? And Danhausen had to tell him, all right, well, I'm going to introduce you to who I am by cursing you. And that curse happened. And Briggs said, I don't believe in curses. I don't believe in any of that crap that you're spewing out here. I come from an area where we don't believe in people like you. So, you know what's going to happen? We're going to match up and I'll beat the crap out of you. And right now, Danhausen has been brutal. He has been showing a different side of him. He's been competing here. He's enjoying the ECW bravado. He's enjoying being able to use weapons and get creative with his torture. And look at this torture that he's about to do. More thumbtacks. Yes! Thumbtacks, ECW's favorite weapon. My favorite weapon are those thumbtacks or Legos? No, they're thumbtacks. They're thumbtacks. I don't want to find out. Either way, they're both painful. And Danhausen's got a submission on Brooks Jensen, but Brooks, look at that all. And the big man has been here before in ECW television and has been very good at competing. And sky high, my guy. Sky high all the way down. Brad Danhausen went down here tonight. And Danhausen, who's always up to some sort of supernatural kind of shit going on. But tonight, right now, he's in extreme territory. He's going to have to just get down and dirty and violent and be the violent Danhausen that we know is in there. That demon that wants to get violent and crazy. But right now, it looks like Danhausen gets tossed to the top rope right here. And Brooks Jensen doesn't believe in curses. So he shouldn't have no problem beating Danhausen here tonight. Setting up the chair right there. And dropping elbows right here. Why so close to the thumbtacks though, Brooks? That's how you end up with them on your side, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be all pretty. As Brooks Jensen going high risk here, taking a big shot there. And now it's a big shot there on Danhausen. This is what we love about Monday Night Mayhem here. We're able to see talents like Brooks Jensen try to get shine, try to spotlight their career, try to get a big moment here on ECW and show the rest of the world what they're missing. And on the tax there, Danhausen. Good play there. Good play. Good way to get that momentum change there. I love it. I love what I'm seeing there from him. And good job and good on Danhausen now to switch it around here. Good stuff. Hey, what do you want me to tell you? It's not good stuff? Get on to it. Get on to it here. Big knee, though. As Brooks Jensen tossing him back into that corner, telling him, well, meet that corner. Meet that corner. Meet those corners, because I want you to feel the goddamn pain Danhausen's giving him right here. But a big-time shoulder block right there. Brooks Jensen said, look, there's too much time on this situation here. You know, for someone that didn't know much about Danhausen, he definitely has a beef against Danhausen and saying that Danhausen has been given too much television time that should be given to him. For someone that, this isn't even Brooks Jensen, is it? Is it? I don't even know who it is. Josh Briggs? No, Josh Briggs is the other guy. See, that's the thing. You got to differentiate yourself from the other guy. You know what? And you know what? Here comes Danhausen about to beat Brooks Jensen. He's about to beat him. And Danhausen is victorious.
Here is your winner,
Danhausen gets the match that started because Danhausen called Joshua Briggs Brooks Jensen. All because of that. All because he didn't want to acknowledge who Danhausen was. Well, guess what? You lost to Danhausen. And now you're going to be known as Brooks Jensen around here in ECW, thanks to Danhausen. Hey, I'm just loving tonight. Just loving tonight. And here we go. A huge Extreme Rules match. Main event, Bronson Reed, Otis, JT Mateo, and Johnny Gargano. Gargano. Look at the size of all these dudes. Gargano, great wrestler, phenomenal in-ring athlete, can compete, can give you a 7-8 star classic if he wants to. But he's in the ring with Otis, Bronson Reed, and JC Mateo. We saw Otis earlier on Raw in action with Akira Tozawa to take on Bronson Reed and Logan Paul. And this is him saying, now I get my chance to get you alone here. It's not a one-on-one matchup, but now I get a chance to show you what I can do, you know, when it's just you and me. And let's see if you really are who you say you are. And Bronson Reed and Otis, again, I think one of these two eventually, this is going to be a WrestleMania matchup one day. Bronson Reed and Otis, just a big-time matchup going for my favorite championship that I hope to see in community creation soon. Yeah, you know what I'm looking for? The Arby's World Heavyweight Championship. That's what I'm looking for, the Meat Championship, the beef title. But Gargano, he said, look, I know that I'm not supposed to be in this matchup. I know everyone looks at it and everyone says, oh, these are all big, powerful dudes. But that's who I am on the inside. I'm a big, powerful dude. And on the outside, when you see me in that ring, I got the heart of a damn lion, and I ain't going to lose. I got that rebel heart, and I'm going to beat the crap out of everybody. And we'll see what happens. But right now, it's just all-out clusterness. It's just men beating each other up right now. And Otis looking at Bronson Reed yet again. I think Otis really wants a match with Bronson Reed. Really wants to beat him down. Really wants to give him that beat down. And really wants to take him on. And I'm down for it. I would love to see Otis and Bronson Reed go at it. Here on ECW on Monday Night Raw. Any one of those nights, I'd be down for it. I'd be down for it. But right now, this is a matchup on Monday Night Mayhem. That's a fatal four-way. So you're not getting the full these two going at it right now. And now ECW is on the road to Heatwave, guys. It's going to be a great night for us. 7 matches that night. We've got a couple matches already announced. We got a couple moments ready to go down. I mean, we saw Kurt Angle lose his championship, his Heritage Championship this past Sunday in an Inferno match. But guess what's going to happen? You know, guess what's going to happen? At Heatwave, he's going to have to compete against Brock Lesnar with his title on the line, the ECW World Championship on the line. It's going to be crazy stuff right there. We're going to see the War Raiders and the Dudleys for the Tag Team Championships. We're going to see Asuka in action as well. It's going to be a night. There's still a lot being built. The card is always subject to change. Things can always change. But look at Bronson Reed outpowering Otis there. Otis thought he picked him up, but Bronson said, I know how to take care of business. Gargano risking it all on JC Mateo on the outside. Gargano and Reed now, the final 2 men standing up right now. But Bronson Reed with the driver right there to tell Gargano, thanks for coming, buddy, but you're not supposed to be in this matchup here. I'm going to break you right now. Tossing him in the ring right now. And Bronson Reed said, I'm running away from Otis right now. I see what Otis wants. I want the W here. I want to be going for the ECW Championship soon. And the Bronson Reed feeling the pain. But look at Gargano stepping to the outside and going after Otis and trying to get the better of him. And look at that leg sweep right there. Knocks down Otis. But look, it's a leg sweep that goes into a submission. But there's Bronson Reed kicking Gargano's face in, telling him, you're not going to get a win by submission. You're not going to make us tap. As he doesn't like Otis, but it's a first person to pinfall or submission gets the W here. And again, if you guys have made it this far and we're watching this video at this point, let me say thank you for guys. Thank you guys for watching it so far and making it all the way to this point. I really do appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully you do enjoy this video. And now here comes Bronson Reed. That's what I'm loving about Bronson Reed. He does not give a damn. And now trying to pick up Otis, but now he's dealing with Mateo. Mateo has come in as well. He's showing the true powerhouse that he is. Feel like ECW let off the leash that was on SmackDown. That was it's letting Mateo truly be that strength builder. That he's got muscle underneath that man. You might think of him just as a thicky boy, but no, bro is swole. Bro has got muscle. Bro's ready to compete. And Gargano knocked out from the back of the head. As now Otis is in a precarious position here. Bronson Reed looking at it. I think he was thinking ideas, but Mateo says, let me stop these ideas right now real quick and let me bring you back to it. And Otis lucky right now that Mateo didn't just let Bronson Reed fly, as Otis has got the Gargano. And the thing about these guys, these are all in big tag teams when you think about it. Gargano part of DIY with Tommaso Ciampa. Then you got JC Mateo with the Bloodline. And you got Bronson Reed with the Vision, Otis with Alpha Academy. But tonight here on ECW, we get to see them be their single self. We get to see them see what they can do in one-on-one action. This is one-on-one action. But hey, look, in a night that's been crazy tonight already, a night that we saw a matchup between Aleister Black and Yamamoto Kobayashi. Kobayashi brought in by Aleister Black. We got to see as well tonight. We got to see Danhausen in a match because he kept calling Joshua Briggs Brooks Jensen. And I even did it myself because why not? Lean into it. I don't want to be cursed. Who the hell wants to get cursed? Not me. Not by Danhausen. As we've seen it, it's accurate. It's an accurate curse if you step into that. We saw Baron Corbin, Matt Cardona, and Tony D'Angelo in a banger with D'Angelo getting the win. Wait, pinfall, but Otis makes the save. Otis makes the save, and now here we are in the main event of these big men and Johnny Gargano. Gargano trying to pull a big upset here tonight. Gargano's got something special. Gargano's got him with the submission. Oh! Mateo, though, lifted. Oh, Mateo. Mateo's got the roll up on Gargano. Using all that strength I was talking about. Yes, he got him. He got the best of him in Gargano. Not able to outpower Mateo. And JC Mateo saying, hey, Jacob is here. I'm here. We're here to take over ECW for the Bloodline. Wait, but you also have the Death Riders. There's so much going on in ECW right now. Brock Lesnar's out there with Kurt Angle. It's so much going on in ECW. We'll see you again sometime this week again, for sure, on ECW television on Saturday. Bye-bye, guys.